Hi friends, welcome to my channel. This video is about a blueprint of core certified power user, or we can say fundamental 2. So in this video I am going to explain you about the topics and how many questions are going to come in the exam and what is the time duration for the exam. So before that, the prerequisite of this exam is first you need to clear a power user certification. So once you completed the user certification, so you are eligible to take a power user exam. So this power user exam also entry point for the admin Splunk admin certified user, uh, and also for Splunk core certified power user, the exam code is SPLK-1002. So let's begin uh, with the blueprint or test blueprint of power user. So what exactly the exam does. So in this exam, once you have completed uh, all the hands-on or all the training, this is the final steps towards the certification of power user. So this is the next level of certification. So if you have done a user level certification, so this is the next level of it, and it has a total time duration is 57 minutes, and total questions are 65. And also the candidate will be assisting on the few skills of Splunk, like field alias and calculated field, creating tags and event type, using macros, creating workflow action, and the data modeling, also normalizing the data with SIM. So these all the topics on which the candidate is going to evaluate. Also, candidate can expect additional 3 minutes of reviewing the exam agreement. So for total sitting is 60 minutes. It is recommended that the candidate for this certification complete the lecture, hands-on, and a quiz that are part of the Splunk Fundamental 2 course in order to prepare for the exam. So this is not mandate to have a hands-on lab. If you have confident and you have done all the topics which is I'm going to uh, show you, so you can directly opt for the exam and you can sit for the exam and clear it. So but you need to have hands-on experience for all the topics which I am going to tell you about. So also the fundamental 2 or Splunk power user is required to prepare to the enterprise certified admin certification track. So this is very important. Now the next thing will be what all what this exam focus on. So this course focus on searching and reporting, as well as the creation of knowledge objects. Major topic include using transforming command and also visualization, filtering, formatting the results, correlating the events, creating knowledge object, using fields alias and calculating fields, creating tags. Tags is very important in Splunk. Also event type, using macro, creating workflow action and data models, and also normalize the data with the SIM, common information model. So these all the let's have a look what all topics will be there for this for which you have to prepare. These are the following topics which which covers whole exam questions. So for the transforming command and visualization, filtering, formatting results, correlating events. Correlating events, means we are going to do it identifying the transaction and creating the transaction. Knowledge objects, fields, field alias, field extraction, calculating fields, tags and events, as I mentioned, these are very important. Macros, then next one will be workflow action, data model, and common information model. So these are the major topic. So under that, one should be prepared for and not only prepare but hands-on experience should be there to clear the exam, because in exam they ask all the practical things. So let's move to the next thing. We will go to granular level of details. So this is the guide is from Splunk, so I'll share the link with you, and let's continue. So the first topic will be using transforming command and visualization. So this will cover 5% of total questions. So in that they will ask you about, they will evaluate about using the chart command, using the time chart command, chart and time chart. Okay, so this is transforming command for visualization. So next topic, filtering and formatting. This will cover 10% of exam. So it also it will cover the eval command, using the search and where command to filter the result, and the filling up the null values. Null command means values. So this filling up null values is very crucial when you are dealing with the data science project or data analysis. So or any in such scenario where you do not want a null value, instead you want some specific values, so you can fill the null values. Also correlating events, it covers a 10% of 15% of questions. So 15% of question comes from the correlating events. So how we are going to correlate the events: identifying the transaction, group event using field, you can group by group event using field, and time. So this is very time is very crucial for any of the correlation search or any of the event. Search with the transaction, report on transaction, determine when to use transaction versus stats. So also this is very helpful when you are dealing with bunch of events and you want to find a relationship between the events. So this is all about correlating events. The next topic will be creating and mapping the fields. So it covers 10% of total questions. So performing regex field extraction using the field extractor, and perform delimiter field extraction using fx. So this is about field extraction. You can do it field extraction to by default functionality of Splunk. Also you can write your own regex. So we can cover that on advanced topic of Splunk. So but you need to in this specific topic, just you are going to evaluate on the basis of extraction types, how many types of extraction can be there, and the question related means like delimiter, what delimiter you can use, comma, space, or anything else you can use it. So it covers 10% of total exam questions. Now next, the fifth one will be creating field and alias and calculating fields. So field alias is very important when you are going to deal with normalizing the events. Normalizing the event generally use when you use the sim mapping. So in that case, alias is very important. Calculated fields, we use eval or a few other command to calculate the fields. So in that you need to describe, create and use the field alias. Field alias nothing but you giving a name, a new name to the field. This also it you need to describe and create and using the calculated fields. So calculated fields generally we use it through eval, or I will explain you how can we deal further with these type of topic or these type of puzzles. So it covers 10% of it. So the next topic, creating tags and event type. Tags and event types. So tags and event type also very important. It covers 10% of total exam questions. Creating and using tags, describing event type and their uses, creating an event type. So these are the topics on which the candidate is going to evaluate for creating tags and events. So the next topic can be creating and using macros. So macros, again, we will cover these topics when we go to this track. So describing macros, creating and using basic macros, defining argument and variable for macros, add and use argument with the macros. So 10% of these topics will be coming in the exam. Creating using workflow, this is very crucial and important for who want to create an action on their event. So this is very useful. Also, if anybody want to perform automatic action on or user generated action, so they can create an action workflow. So in this we are going to learn, describe the function of get, post and search workflow action, create get workflow action, create a post workflow action, create a search workflow action. So this will cover 10% of questions in the topic.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Siri, stop.
Done.
Sorry about that. Siri is interrupting me. So again, the next topic will be creating data model. So the data model and SIM is very important when you are dealing with security use cases. So data model is very crucial for security, and also SIM mapping is very important. So SIM mapping generally we do to normalize the data. So when you talk about creating data model, so it covers 10% of total topics, total questions. Also it divided into describing the relationship between the data models and pivot, identifying data model attributes, creating a data model. So it covers 10% of exam questions. Again, SIM mapping, using common information model, SIM and add-ons. So also it covers describing the SIM, describing Splunk SIM, list of knowledge objects including in the Splunk SIM add-on, use the SIM add-on to normalize the data. So as I mentioned, the SIM mapping is used to normalize the data. So it also covered the 10%. So majority of the question will come from data model and SIM mapping. 10%. You can see it over here. Also data flow, creating and using workflow, macros, event type, tag, creating field and alias. So 10% you can consider. So there are 10 topics are there, so you can consider equal weightage of all these topics. So also I'm going to cover each and each and every topic in my future videos, so don't worry about it. We will learn together and clear the fundamental 2 exam. Also, how can you do the practical with me? So what you can do is you can install Splunk on your own PC, laptop, desktop, or or you can use a cloud instance of any AWS or or AWS or Google Cloud. Also, if anybody want to brush up their basic knowledge, so I have created a video for fundamental 1 Splunk user certification, so one can go there and have a look and brush up your knowledge. So I think I have covered everything. If you have any question with respect to taking exam on or how they can take how they want to register, how they can register to exam, so I can help you with that. So I'm going to create one more video where you can create your own ID and book an exam in the Pearson. So for now, thanks a lot for watching the video, and best of luck with your fundamental 2 certification. Thank you.